德州医学中心是世界最大的医学中心，该中心大大小小的单位有54个之多。在此就业和学习进修的专家、学生、访问学者及义工有10多万人，这10多万人自然少不了中国人。假如说华人在休斯顿占比例不超过2%，那么在德州医学中心的华人比例绝对超过10%。本期的新闻人物将为您介绍贝勒医学院高级研究员姚奇志教授。
Welcome to Who's Who of Asian Americans in Houston. I'm your host, Jimmy Ma. It's my pleasure today to have MD, PhD, Professor Kathy Yao with us today.
Hi, Jimmy. It's a pleasure to be here.
Kathy, you have numerous titles and positions with Baylor College of Medicine. Could you tell us a little bit about what you do there?
Yeah, I'm a professor in the Michael E. DeBakey Department of Surgery, and also microbiology and the virology department, immunology department, and the pharmacology department.
So you're educating the next generation of doctors.
Right, yeah, so have many PhD students and postdocs.
And not only that, you're also the leading researcher on 2 fields that are critical to humankind.
Yeah, so the 2 areas, one is HIV vaccine development, which is really hard to do. It's been studies for many years. And the other one is another difficult disease is a pancreatic cancer. So we're looking at the pathogenesis and then trying to find a therapy, a cure for that.
Both diseases does not have a cure. And both have had years of research done. You're at the cutting edge of medical research.
Right.
But you came to the United States basically after college. In a very short period of time, you got to where you are, and being a Houstonian now, could you tell our audience a little bit about what motivated you to continuously search your thirst for more knowledge?
Yeah, so I think the main thing is your positive attitude, and then you wanted to be good. So it all rooted from the family education, probably the environment, family environment. I was born in a family which always encouraged you to study. So I remember when I was a child, it's always study, study, study. I have not much time to do some extracurriculum study things at all. So that's the, I think it's inborn or some, so it's like you always wanted to study, always be not as satisfied with whatever you've been told, and you wanted to find out why. And that's the driving force. I guess you don't fear for anything. I don't think about that much of the difficulties and everything, just like a strive directly towards the difficulty things and trying to solve the problem, and just try to study and have people's help, interaction with others. And
because in medical research, most of the time you actually have a lot of failure.
Right, so that's one of the things that's very difficult in this area. Medical research is 80% of the time it's all failure.
80%?
Yeah, so a lot of experiment is not working, and then you submit a paper and it got rejected, and then you submit a grant and it got rejected. So a lot of difficulties there. But the one thing that you wanted to persistent to do is that you don't be afraid by all these failures, and then you step on top of the failures and you learn the experience from there, and finally you got it. So persistence wins the game. That's how I try to do.
Persistence wins the game.
Yes.
And your father imparted wisdom with you. He told you a proverb that you still remember today. Could you tell us what it was?
Yeah, so my father always saying, 只管耕耘不问收获, which means you just do whatever you can do your best, and don't worry about what's the outcome, and it'll come automatically.
Keep planting the seeds without worrying about harvesting.
Right.
That way your knowledge would build. And that has led you continuously till today to become a leading researcher in these cures that are critical to the survival of humankind. And also, you're very active in the Asian community. You have a lot of extracurricular activities. You're not just what we think of a professor, You can sing, you dance, you have performed in front of thousands of people, and you even participate in flash mob. That is definitely not what you think of as a normal, leading medical researcher.
Yeah, it's really fun to have, because I work for long hours, and to have something that really, excites you sometimes when you're really depressed, like your paper got rejected and all that, and then singing some songs and all that, and then forget about all the things, and then come back towards the difficult.
You have to have a balanced life.
The balance, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show today, Dr. Yao.
Thank
it was
you.
my pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Houston, Who's Who of Asian Americans. Don't forget to tune in again.